How about you? Do you want to try and shot cast this knife round? I know it's pretty interesting.
I mean, yeah, I can go for it. You can do it.
Give it your
Super
all.
seriously, yeah, let's do super seriously. You know, we've got a 5-stack coming in for the CT side. They're going to be looking to take that fountain peak. It looks like the T side are also going for that 5-stack towards the fountain. There's going to be good fights, good trades going on the left side of the fountain there with the 1v1 battle between Wishy and Stallers. And it looks like good trades coming in, good duels coming in. It looks like the Swansea team is going to take that knife round.
And they're going to stay on the CT side, which is not a random decision. It's normally teams favour the CT side. I'm pretty sure teams favour the CT side on pretty much all the competitive maps when they win knife rounds. Pretty much. Except for maybe Dust 2 or something, but
I think I'd still pick the CT side on Dust 2. It just gives you that little bit of momentum, doesn't it, if you get back on it?
No,
but gonna have the pistol round coming out here. You've got Fetis with the smoke in the kit. You're gonna have 4-stack towards the B bomb site as usual. Like... You're gonna have the spot out from Hazard.
Looks like there's going to be some action towards B here. It's interesting to see the CTs going with a smoke. That's not something you often see.
On the kit player. I think that's quite a standard buy.
Yeah, I guess he's got the kit. So
you've only got one player though on the Swansea side that's got util.
I feel though if you would have used the smoke, it would have been by now potentially.
I'd say you'd save it for the retake because you've got the kit. So if you smoke the bomb on the retake, then it's really.
Yeah, that's true.
Managed to wait long enough to catch that Swansea rotate.
Got the smoke and double flash coming here on the B bomb site, and Fetis is going to pick up a kill on that A bomb site. You've got Arnie with a nice entry there, but he's going to get taken down by Fluff. Some good trades. But there's a player on barrel, it's Noj, and he's not been cleared. He's going to play the waiting game. He gets one kill there, and he's now taking another fight with JJJ, and he gets him down as well. Noj still alive, and there's a player in the smoke, and he gets knifed in the end by Hazard, which is great for the money of Swansea. Randa is upset about that one. Getting knifed is not the ideal. Absolute humiliation here. And Swansea going to pick up the first round.
Yeah, not a bad execute from the Bristol team. Only having the one smoke though on a B execute, maybe not the play, but he managed to get those initial frags. Just not checking positions properly. That's all that caught them off guard.
Yeah, I think so as well. Just got to make sure you clear out that barrel's position fully because it's quite a normal position to play. Also, it's normal to hide there, especially on pistols. Yeah, a bit of a blunder there, but here we are. We've got a force here. So it's two teams fully brought up. Wishy alone on the long position near tree. He gets one. He gets two players there with the FAMAS, but he gets traded in the end. That's a great double kill there. And Fluff managing to get a double kill as well, which means it's now 1-on-3 there for distinguished JJJ.
Let's just call him Jay just for his show.
Yeah.
This is in the 1v3. He's going to try to get as many kills as he can. He seems to be the only one that's saved. Maybe going for that AWP. He was on a P250. Not too sure. Maybe a miscommunication there because the rest of his team aren't going to be able to buy because they forced. So
I think he was just going for the play there. I think he was going for the 1v3, but
he's going to drop the Eagles.
So yeah, we just got some pistols, some very low buy pistols on the Made in Bristol side. Fetis with a nice monster smoke from spawn. Just locks the T's out from making that rush if they really wanted to. And the T's are going to focus towards connector area here. The player playing there is Fluff. He gets 2 kills there. Is he aware of the next player? Yes, he is. He throws a nice nade there. Does 20 damage. So he's already got 2 kills in the round. He's going to swing out and get another kill there in connector. That's a 3rd in the round. Just mopping up these anti-eco kills. There's just one more player now left in connector for Made in Bristol, and that's Arnie. He's just on a Glock.
Yeah, I want to talk about that buy from Bristol just a little bit there, especially while we've got some time. He had Distinguished J seemed to be on about 5,500, and instead he decided to buy all the way down to 1,800, dropping his teammates Deagles and an armor. So interesting decision made there by the Bristol team. I feel like if he had just maybe dropped a few people and saved up the money a little bit, they might have been able to pull an AWP out, but or maybe get some more util going into this round.
You never know if the team has an AWP, especially on the T side. I feel like some teams have AWPs. don't know. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird vibe. Though. We've got team side rushing straight into the monster now. They don't clear the bridge position with the Nod. He gets a double kill here. And Fetis in monster. He gets a kill with the SMG as well. Very fast-paced action here on the bomb site, and the CTs are actually locked out at the moment, except for Wishy, who just rushes through the smoke up in heaven. Sorry, getting 2 kills there on the bomb planter. And what a fast-paced round that was. Swansea taking it again. Didn't expect the push there from the T's. It caught us a bit by surprise. They went straight through the smoke on short.
I think that also caught the Swansea team off guard though, because they had 2 monster players looking straight towards that tunnel. One, in fact, having I think he is having a flash out or a smoke out or something like that.
Yeah.
Allowed them to get that entry frag and play that from there.
Unconventional round.
Seems like this Bristol team, like playing as a 5 as well, it seems like they don't really get map control. I know it's a pistol round, but they'd rather stack than maybe get control of the map and see what they can do from there.
I think they're just probably working for trade. It's not going their way at all, and Hazard's going to mop up some lovely eco kills there. Pad the stats. Awesome. 5 rounds for Swansea, the team we favoured going into this. Will Bristol be able to pull it back at all in this half? We've got some SGs coming out, and we all know how strong the SG meta is at this point in the game. It's like AWP with multiple rounds. You can spray it.
Some early damage coming through from the nades from the Bristol team. Good chunk off Hazard as well, down to 49 HP. That gives the Bristol team a little bit of an advantage. Seems like they're gonna go for another A hit here. We're just getting control of the toilets, maybe pushing those players off. Looks like Fluff is also gonna push off and go back to long, but Wishy's gonna swap with him. He's gonna regress back to that long half. T's left the bomb back near towards top connector though, and I don't think they've actually cleared connector. So look, even going back for the bomb now, they're gonna have to be extra. I feel like that's probably a bad mistake in their setup, maybe some miscommunication. Having 4 people towards the A site isn't the best idea. As Wishy goes for the peak on long, it tags up Arnie but manages to get back.
It's been quite a slow round so far. Not much happening, just a bit of map control by the T's. Slowing things down a bit. The A bomb site seems to be favoured here by the CTs. There's at least 3 players up there at the moment, which is unconventional. But it looks like the T's are going for a long boost or a smoke, as one gets taken down towards the monster area, which isn't going to help the A bomb site. A smoke coming through, yeah, from the long position towards bank. One player coming up short. Arnie now. There's 9 seconds on the clock. We've got to play too late here, and the team, they're forced to save. The bomb gets dropped after someone's trying to run through the Molotov. That was a weird one. They were figuring out how to throw this smoke to block the truck on site, and it took them so long that they ended up losing the round because of it. And the CT's probably a bit confused after that, but
they should be able to buy up into this round, so it shouldn't hurt them too bad. But yeah, they definitely need to watch that clock. With like a minute left, they'd only just they got the bomb all the way back at T spawn, so it shouldn't have taken them that long to set up.
Yeah, definitely.
Some aggression coming up from Fluff here on Fountain and Wishy on the long position. They get 2 frags back off. As Fluff gets traded in fact by Arnie. And Wishy's also low at 10 HP at long, he wants to try and get out of there. They have trade coming in from Arnie either there. So CT's taking advantage here, 4 versus 3. Basically a 3 versus 3 with Wishy on 10 HP there, but it's still a gunning around. Still has some impact if you can catch some plays off guard.
Yeah,
But they've got no map control at all apart from this long position. So seems like it's going to be another A exec.
Be interested to see if we can get some SG highlights in. Lots of players. We got CT now with the SG, and I feel like that's an underrated part about buying the SG on the T side. If you start dropping this SG to the CTs, you actually find that they become a lot more dangerous because of it. Because the gun's just that good at this point that if you get it in the wrong hands, the CT players, it could do some serious damage. And Hazard here on the bomb site, jump spotting, waiting for a push here. A smoke coming in towards the stairs. A nice Molotov and counter grenade and flash coming there through from Hazard. And he's going to get aggressive here. Noticing this player's running up onto the bomb site, he's spotted one out. He's been caught with a smoke in his hand, which has left him now, him and his team, into a 3v3 here, a retake. A lot of the CTs towards the B bomb site are now rotating up the staircase. We've got two now deciding they want to go through from the other direction from short. So they'll come through on the flank here, but they're going to be slower because of it. So we got Noj now making his way through the bank area. Betis catches one out on the flank. That's Aranda taken down. Noj now picks down the flank. Him versus Arnie on truck. A nice kill there, and it's just up to Hamza. And he's going to get taken out by the flank as well. So Fetis is going to be able to stick this. There's such a time on the bomb. And that's another round for Swansea. That was a really well thought through retake. And made in Bristol just not aware of the flanks at all there.
Yeah, especially since Wishy on that take seemed to be towards the bank area, back CT area, on 10 HP. So he knew he didn't want to take those fights, because as soon as he dies there, that retake becomes really a lot more difficult. So he decided to drop down to that B site, maybe on a safe call. But as he dropped down, maybe a call came through saying, yeah, let's go for this retake, and he went through. It looks like a fast push from the T side there through Monster.
Yeah, Hazard with a nice first one, and the T's are all burning. The Molotov's going to get 3 kills. They all got caught in the fire there, which was absolute chaos. They went in, and they were blind, and they were burning, and they were grenaded by CTs. Some good utility being used there. And this kills a triple kill from Fetis with just the molly. Doesn't even shot with it, and Randa's just going to peek into it in the end and get picked off as well. But it's been such a strong half so far by Swansea. Even in the rounds where it's been relatively close, like a 3-on-3 or something, they always seem to pull it back with quite good confidence.
Just like to get the scoreboard up here, and you've got Fetis 8-0 right now currently. So let's see how long he try and keeps that up on this round.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's not just one individual standing out for them so far. They've all been working well together.
CT's maybe getting a little bit overconfident here, pushing the Fountain and the Monster positions and getting taken out and punished for it.
Yeah, getting picked off early in this round, which has caused them to be pretty spread thinly across the bomb sites.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Definitely, it is almost definitely overconfidence. There's no need to push those positions, especially that Monster position. You've already early smoked it.
Yeah, I mean,
no info on the other side. You just walk straight out into a player.
I think you can knock overconfidence all you like, but sometimes overconfidence is what gives teams such momentum sometimes, especially in matches like this where maybe strategy isn't as key. At the top end of pro level, overconfidence is definitely not what you want to see. Teams definitely get punished for it, but as this is a bit lower of a level, I would say you can get away with it sometimes.
Yeah. Got the execute going out on B site.
Fetis with a nice first kill there. $7 coming through water. There's 24 seconds left on the clock here, so the team's gonna have to pick that bomb up quick, and the smokes are fading. Wishy coming in from heaven. 1v3 here. 4 Stalas with the AWP looking towards heaven now. He gets 1 kill there. With 9 seconds left, there's surely no time to get the bomb down. He's going to have to think better of it and save that AWP if he can. 2 CTs left alive, and it's going to be a 9th round for Swansea. They've been really dominating this match, and they keep continuing to do so.
Yeah, I'm not... The TT's managed to get that opening pick onto that bomb site, managed to get control, but not having a player watching that water position, especially while your teammate's planting the bomb, is a bit of an oversight there. It allowed, I think it was Noj to peek up there and get the double kill.
Yeah, Noj, yeah.
With a bit more of a connected play, but we're gonna have Fluff peeking out. She just thinks about going for the repeat and gets taken out. Oh, and then you have Hazard opening the door, but also getting taken out by Hamda.
He's now picked up the AWP. That's a good change in momentum here for Bristol. Maybe they could get their first on the board. Noj look thinking of peeking bomb, and he's going to get taken down again by Hamda with a nice triple kill. 6 HP and no Kevlar, but he's been carrying this team so far in the round. Can he continue to do so? It's now a 4-on-2 situation here.
The teams just need to play it together here.
Yeah.
All got as a 4, especially with those 2 ops. You've got the Randa with the Deagle and Jay with the AK have got to make opportunities for those ops to get killed. In fact, they're going to trade them round, and Randa's going to pick up the op. I don't mind that swap, but I feel like maybe the player with the lower health might be better off taking that up.
Yeah.
I expect to get this info on connector. He knows it's going to be an A play. You've got Wishy at bank. Spot them out. Gets taken down by Jay with a really nice shot. The same bomb site's open, but you've got Fetis coming up banana. Gonna wait for the planting for bank.
Gotta start thinking around. He manages to get one nice kill and tags up another player, but it's a 1-on-3 situation still. He's getting held now by the long player with the AWP. 4 HP, 6 bullets left in the M4. He's gonna have to take a reload. Surely he can't win this one.
Looks like he might be going for the exit frags here, which I would feel would be a bad mistake by Bristol if they decided to go banana or toilets way. I think they should try and go through CT. Oh, as fit as me. He's been spotted by Randy. Yeah, there goes the save. Might get caught out by Stollers though, holding them. Yeah, he does. Good round from Bristol.
Bristol are on the board. And the crowd go wild. Yeah, all good news there for Bristol, managing to pick up a round. All important round that they needed if they want to keep in this game.
Yeah, it came down to Hamda with that 3k. That opened that round massively. Allowed his team to get some position on the map. As you go for a long play here from the CTs, you've got Hazard all the way up. The T's not ready. Manages to get one, but gets taken out. But Noj gets one at the other side of the map at Monster, and they've got Fetis and Noj in that position pushing behind.
Yeah, Noj got a nice kill there.
Fetis has the bomb outside top connector. Stallers is not going to be ready for this.
Yeah, and Fetis there with another kill. It's all going the way of Swansea. And we did predict Swansea to win this one, but I think it's been a bit more dominant than I expected.
Yeah, definitely. I expected maybe at this stage maybe like a 7-3 something like that, but dominance coming out from the CT side. I really like that play, especially on after having lost that last round. Just deciding, you know what, we're gonna go all out aggression, catch them off guard. We've been playing it quite slow.
Yeah, exactly.
Really like that call. Got the T's going for a rush to connector. Bluff is going to be here alone. Nice nade, does a lot of damage onto Randa. Gets caught out with a Molotov. Takes half his health as he gets traded by Hamda. T's are going to continue on their rush. They're going to go straight up banana. As we're going to have Wishy take the peek there, but Stallers is up close because you know this Fetis takes the peek long.
Yeah, Fetis is doing some serious damage. He's gonna get taken down. 11 rounds now, and just when the T's get a slice of hope, a little tiny bit of hope, it's back to Swansea dominating again. It's been a pretty one-sided affair so far, which is I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining.
Just having a look at the stats here on the scoreboard. Fetis with a 6.5 KD. But leading the way is Fluff on ADR, 123 average ADR.
Yeah, that's lots.
With 277 utility damage.
For those watching that potentially don't know what ADR means, that's average damage per round. So he's doing at least 123 hits of damage per round, which is more than a kill if you just hit one player with it. Could be spread across multiple, but yeah, that's a lot of damage. Especially to average that out across the 12 rounds. Shows you're doing some serious work. Hazard with a nice entry there towards Monster, getting aggressive.
I wasn't too sure on the setup from the T's. They had two all the way up long toilets, but then they also had 3 players towards the Monster position with the bomb back. So I'm not too sure what the play is, but Fluff could get a kill here if he peeks out,
Yeah.
and he does onto Randa. We've got the two players left towards the monster. Looks like they're still gonna go for this execute. We've got Fetis up on the grate in that little pixel position. Gonna spot the legs of Arnie, gets taken down. Stars goes for repeat and gets taken down as well.
12 rounds for Swansea Storm Green.
Yeah, nobody. I think quite a lot of people like to see games like this because it's just a bit of fun and things like that. But you've got to feel for the Bristol team. They can't be having fun in a position like that.
Yeah, it's not fun when you're this far down in a game. You just feel so hopeless. What can we do to win this game? We'll just leave them around. And Hazard's doing some nice damage there, spamming through the smoke towards Monster. He's now going to get aggressive towards Shorts alongside the connector player. Get one kill there, gets traded eventually by Stars. And it looks like the team's going to continue rushing to that one with a nice double kill. A quad, no, it's a double kill, sorry, coming from DTBN from connector. Sorry, Fluff. Reading a hint.
Yeah, who knows though? The CT side for Bristol could actually be quite solid. We obviously don't know how they're going to set up on that.
It's gonna have to be very solid.
It's gonna have to be really good.
Near on perfect. Well, only one round can afford to be lost as of now. But it looks like they've got a good entry there. Stardust through the smoke with the ult.
They could definitely take down Wishes well here if they do a little bit of a pinch here through the connector. Manage to take down Hazard. There you go.
Yeah, nice trade there from Randa.
Wish he could be left alone in the connector here. If you've definitely got the A players coming through, he needs help from Fetis as he takes the peak.
He's going to get almost double peak there from the CTs. They were not having that aggression from the Ts. They wanted to trade it out as quick as possible.
I feel like the T's there, maybe a little bit more coordination. Especially since they've taken down Fluff in that front position and Hazard towards that door position, they could have easily taken out Wishy with a little bit of pressure. Maybe you could have got one like you did, but there was 4 players around him. He should have been forced out of that connected position. Yeah,
it just seems like almost an issue with grouping in quite a bit. A lot of unexperienced teams, and I'm not saying that Bristol are unexperienced, but a lot of unexperienced teams face issues with playing together and spacing themselves correctly when they're pushing a bomb site or clearing out position, which causes other players to be able to get multiple frags onto them, where they should be trying to trade each other. As the T's now push onto the A bomb site, there's players on the CT side waiting for them, and they're not going to get cleared out. A nice double there from the CTs, and they're going to clear it off. Wishy with 3 kills in the round there, and they're going to win the half, 14-1. Almost completely dominant, almost perfect. That one round they lost, and then they just continued to dominate the rest of the half. And if they win pistol, it's going to be almost over completely.
Yeah, it's a very important pistol for Bristol here. They might have to pull out a setup or something like that. One of those calls you don't really want to make, but in a position like this, you've kind of got to. As we see Randa picking up the kit, and instead of the smoke, he's got the 2 flashes, but no, it looks like they're going to go for the standard CT setup. One spotting out Fountain, with the rest of them going B. In fact, all of them committing B, not even leaving a guy in heaven.
Yeah, they've got one player who's pushed for information. And Fluff with a nice kill there, and Wish he's going to trade one out with but the
really
CTs
nice double from Hamda.
Look like they might win this round. 3-on-1, Wishy in connector. The bomb's been dropped. I didn't see the triple from Hamda, but
really nice, really nice double kill coming in about a second.
Yeah, it looks
Wishy
like
going through.
All the kills came in very quickly.
Been spotted out. The CTs don't need to aggress this, don't need to take peaks like they are doing. Just need to hold that bomb.
Oh no, Wishy with a nice kill, but he's actually going to get taken down, which means Bristol are going to get their 2nd round on the board.
Yeah, really. Once again, Hamda. The reason why they've won another round.
Yeah.
They did that deagle play with a triple and just got a triple on the USP there.
Yeah, very nice. And we're 14-2 now. So,
Or miss Molotov from Randa onto the shot position is going to
Yeah.
allow Hazard to get out into get a lot of map control because it doesn't look like the CTs are going to regress.
the terrorists there, with the confidence, they know they've got money, and they don't have money, so they know they have time and rounds to throw away. So they've forced this round, and it's worked out so far with Hazard getting a nice entry, and it's been traded now by Stolaz. Stolaz also getting traded out by Noj there with the Deagle and connector. So lots of trades coming through. It's now 4-on-3.
Nice little fake from Fluff. He knew that Randa was close and started running up Banana, and it pulled the rotation off immediately to allow for this BXX to come straight through. Because now you've got Hamda only just making his way back into the bomb site.
Yeah, exactly. I'd still favour Bristol at the moment, just because they got the utility and SMGs here. But Wishy with this amazing entry there on the Heaven player. He's got traded out in the end, but Hamda's alone on the bomb site. Not quite ready for that player. He's going to get another kill there. And Nol's going to try and get the kill back, but Arnie's going to pick up the third round for Bristol there. It seems like whenever Bristol win a round, it's Hamda who's putting in the work.
Yeah, once again with a triple. I mean, it feels like we're repeating ourselves again here, but 3 rounds, 3 triples, and that's what's making it.
He's that standout player for Bristol, but unfortunately for players like Hamda, it's not all about the individual. Whereas even players like Simple, they can be putting up the most amazing performance and still not take the map. It's all about team play, and if not all the individuals are at the same level, then, or playing at the same standard, then they're not going to end up winning overall.
The control by the CTs in water there, especially since you didn't really see that from the Swansea side. They seem to like to play defaults from inside that B side.
Yeah.
It's going to force the T's towards this AXX, or just peeking. Some damage coming through onto Fluff there. He's going to get taken down by Arnie peeking.
A nice kill there on Long as well, with the scout.
The bomb is actually going with Wishy towards that monster tunnel, so they're hoping they might have pulled a rotation maybe. As he's going to get smoked off.
Hamda's still there waiting.
Not too sure what the T's are probably just going for some sort of pick here, hoping to get some damage in. As Fetis is going to see Arnie jumping through the truck there.
I think it's one of those things where now that the Swansea don't have as much momentum as they did in the last half, it's made things a bit easier for Bristol. Especially still they won Bristol round. And Arnie's going to get a nice double there, alongside Hamza, to end up winning that round, putting 4 rounds on the board. Now remember, we predicted 16-8 or 16-9, and I'm not sure Bristol will get 8 rounds. It all depends on the next few rounds.
This is a very crucial round.
Yeah.
If Bristol pick up this round right now, there's absolute chance they can get to. Well, they can bring the map back to a bit more of a respectable position.
It looks like Arnie's on a PP Bison. I'm not sure that's the weapon he prefers to be on right now. In fact, he's using the Deagle that he has on the Bison, just showing you how unused the Bison is on the buy round. It's like a pellet shooter, it does no damage. Pea shooter, sorry.
Yeah, we're just getting map control out here from the T's. I don't think they actually had any connector player, but they seem to know that that position is not in control right now, as they're taking quite Fluff is taking quite aggressive position in toilets here. Gonna clear it fully out, maybe go for the peak. As looks like, and Fetis has come out the monster tunnel. Gonna take down Hamda with the straight peak.
That was a good kill. A nice entry here into this bomb site. Jay on short. Swing out and get traded again by Fetis with a double now. And Fluff with a nice kill on the A player. He's coming in from the flank, and it's just Arnie with the PP Bison. Surely this round is adjusted for the CT side, which will put Swansea on match point. They're going for the knife hazard, gets one slice at it, but doesn't get to finish it off. And Fluff coming in, he's going to get the knife. Arnie, that is absolute humiliation there for Radiant Bristol. They've been humiliated on this map, and they're nice to finish it off.
I really like that the call from the T's there to just instead of they know that this utility against this team might actually be getting them killed because they're playing positions they wouldn't expect. So they decided, you know what, let's just go out dry this time. Let's take the fight, and every single fight they seem to win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got a nice trade there. Fluff getting a kill, but getting traded out by Stolas, and it looks like Fetis is going to try and get aggressive here on short bridge on B. But the CT's a push-through monster through the smoke, and they've picked up the bomb. Fetis is going to get a player who's not expecting the angle from Monster.
A knife fight going out in long
and
tunnels.
Hamza's going to get taken out as well. Hazza with a second
It's
knife.
a full knife fight. They saw each other, decided not to shoot each other, and they'll take the fight, knife fight. So it seems like Hazard really wants that knife on the last guy.
We're bargaining for a knife fight here.
I don't think Random's gonna give it to him that
Will
easily.
Will we get to see it?
He's not even checking anything now. He's just running straight through sight with his knife out.
Yeah, it seems like Swansea knew that they've got nothing to lose. They know they're gonna pick this one up probably. They're full on confidence, which we expected.
Yeah, like you said, we expected the Swansea win. But if I was Bristol, I think I would be a little bit upset that, especially those early rounds on the T side, they didn't take the advantage. Like sometimes they're in a 5 versus 3 and they didn't really, I guess, make the right decisions. As Randa actually takes down Hazard inside that smoke, he's gonna stick with the fuse. Noj
And he's
peeks
gonna
out and
get
gets
taken
the kill.
down. So that leaves us 16-4. Swansea taking a good game there. Bit of a stomping then. Unluckily for Bristol, I think they had quite a good CT side, but I feel like their first half just let them too much down.
Yeah. Just taking a look at the scoreboards though, we've got Handa 16-18 on a 16-4 loss.
Yeah.
If I was him, I wouldn't be happy. I know it's not. I know it's not an individual game, but that's quite a big deficit to have for the rest of your team.
Yeah, definitely. They're not going to be happy with that one, but you know it happens, and that match has gone the way of Swansea.